Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Buffalo's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for two out to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
After run, now throw. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Bulls pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try to pop the draw. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this run.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. The 30. Smashes ahead. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Retzlaff. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Cougars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cougar!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. 2nd and 10 here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Agbana. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad. Obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gets away from one. Finds room. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, BYU.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive play. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in the backfield.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exact. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations.
Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Swings it out to his running back.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle in.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football.
And the ball's on the ground. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Release to the back. He's got him this time. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Cougars want to move quickly. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Getting some heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On second down, he'll fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll run it from the gun. Hits him with a stiff arm.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Pressure coming. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars. What a great play by the defense, paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulsa went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Hurricanes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Snow. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Bulls will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. BYU has this offense clicking. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Slips through the line. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Snow. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 81 in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
BYU 24, Buffalo 14.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Throws for the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Cougars are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Pulls it in. It's Snow. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick.
BYU.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work.